Hi everyone, welcome back to Ships at Sea. So today I thought what I'd do is just a normal long line mission. Um, what we're going to do is head out into the quite far out down south here where we're going to try and do some cod fishing. Actually we'll go a bit further down where the cod is 20%. I'm not sure these figures have any effect at the moment, but that's what we're going to do. I've loaded up with shrimp bait. And I've also refueled the boat. Now one thing I did struggle with is initially I assumed they'd moved the fueling point there. So I tried to sail my boat there and it was impossible to get into and reverse into position. And then I realised if you actually zoom in, actually I think I can just remove the sea taxi. There's a filter, I hope. There we go. If I remove that as a filter, you can see the main fuel station hasn't actually changed position. I simply thought it had. So yeah, it was hidden underneath the sea taxi. So anyway, without further ado, let's get our crew together and let's head out. What I'll do is I'm just going to remove everything except fish gutting initially. I might use them for a couple of other jobs, but initially all I want them to do is gut the fish while I'm pulling the lines. I might get them to pull the lines in, depends how far apart they are. But I'm not sure if the crew give a bonus. So we've got 30 knot wind. I believe the arrow now means it's coming from the north. So we're going to have a following wind. Okay, what I'll probably do is I'll jump ahead a little bit, get into the fishing grounds. I am carrying just 1,000 hooks at the moment. I'm not carrying the longer hooks. I just find that it just gets me too far up the fishing ground. When we improve fish habitats, I might find more of a use for them, but at the moment I find it easier to manage with 1,000 lines, and obviously it's a little bit quicker as well. Just see if there's a profit to be made. I was going to look at net fishing again at some point, because it's been a while since I've done that, but I was reading some of the comments on Steam and it doesn't look like much has changed on net fishing. I don't think it's still profitable at the moment, so I'll probably give that a miss again. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just skip ahead and I'll see you when we get to the fishing area. So we've just arrived at our fishing ground. We're just heading across towards the cod. We'll switch the sonar on in a moment, and we'll start looking for fish. I am noticing the wind's 17 knots and there's a lot more swell here, so yeah, that means hopefully if we get a full 30 knot storm we might see some big waves. So we'll just go in, switch the sonar on. Okay. Again, I'm not sure if they've changed the sonar at all. In the respect that you get the fish icon. Let's just get the depth, find the bottom here somewhere. Nope, we need to go deeper. See, so you can see there's definitely, if I zoom in, you can see this is obviously a fish trace, but there's no actual fish icon anymore showing the type of fish. I don't know if that's been removed. And there's the bottom. So we're already well into a fish area, but we'll get a little bit closer to the cod area, and then I'll do similar to what I did before. I'll just lay out a few lines, and then I'll jump forward. Let's see if the crew will set me a couple of buckets up. We'll just see if they want to do that. Oh, well, hopefully they have already. No, because I actually haven't got them set up. I'll just remove everything except fish gutting at the moment. Bait with shrimp. No suitable bait found. Hang on, that's probably because the suitable bait is in my hand. So we're just split in half and drop some to the boat. Okay. Let's see if that works. I wouldn't mind a little bit of a quicker shortcut to the crew. Yep, he says he's doing it. Let's... Yep. Can't remember if she actually does 2 buckets at a time or just for 1. Oh no, it looks like this could be 2 on there. Okay. I'm going shallow water, so we'll just drop the depth a little bit. Okay, so I think we're going to just, yeah, we'll just drop our lines here. So we'll just probably run between these 2, up and down. Let's go. So if they're dropping about 1 o'clock, we'll be picking them up early evening tomorrow, hopefully. We normally soak them for about 17 hours, 15 to 17 hours. Okay, so we'll just, as soon as we've dropped, we'll just turn this thing round. There we go. The steering is certainly a lot more sluggish. It's really struggling to get it over to full rudder. It's slowly inching across. I guess that's the resistance it's getting. But we'll just run back the other route. I'm guessing what you would probably do is sail from one fishing ground to the next, really. Just putting 20 lines here just seems a little bit excessive. Seems like you're just going to crowd out your own fish, so to speak. But we'll stay here. Okay, I don't want to tempt fate, but it looks like the crew are a little bit more fluid. They're not getting stuck. And that probably has tempted fate. I'll just bring the boat round here. Okay, so I've been running up and down. I've looked at the sonar. The little fish icons aren't appearing anymore, which I suppose that's a big problem. This is obviously more realistic. It's showing you there's some fish down there. It doesn't necessarily show you the type. I mean, what I would like if they redo fish habitat is rather than these sort of hooks or things, just sort of like an area or that you can move into the fish are more likely to be within that area. So it changes the percentages you're probably going to pick up. A bit like how they used to do it in fishing North Atlantic or fishing Barents Sea. So what I'll do is I'll do one more pass, I'll turn around, run back down, and then I will probably lay the rest of the lines off the video and we'll jump ahead. Oh, hang on. Turn the boat around and we'll just get the next line laid. One thing I do, I've said it on the guide video, it would be great if you could actually from up here give a command to the crew to lay the line, then I could just sit up here, hit a button if I wanted, and the crew would throw the line so I could remain on the bridge. Okay, we'll speed up a bit. Certainly the ship's not being thrown around as much. It looks a little bit heavier in the water. We've got good fish contact. So what I'll probably do then is I'll jump forward to the bit where we'll start pulling the fish in. I'll probably use a mixture of I'll pull the lines, I'll let the crew pull the lines. See how we go. Okay, so I will get back to you soon. Okay, so welcome back. So I've laid all 20 lines. The cod initially started in this area and slowly has migrated this way. So initially I was putting lines up and down, and then the last few lines I've just put up and down there to try and catch a little bit more of that cod, and we're ready to haul them in. So first thing I'll do is I'll be doing a few manual hauls initially. Let's just check I've got the crew set up. They can do some gutting initially. Yep, they're set up to gut, and I'll also set them up to sort. We'll move the shrimp off. One thing I'll point out, because I found this it wasn't intuitive is you can see there's a quick bar on the right hand side there, 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you want to put an item in the quick bar, what you do is you go to the inventory, right click, select quick slot, and then you just click the slot you want the item to be in. So it's nice and quick, nice and convenient. Let's come out of there. Right, where's this first boy? Hopefully I'm not too worried about if it gets dark now. I'm confident we should be able to see it with the aid of a searchlight. So I've got the automatic hauler set up. And the other thing we'll look at is, it mentioned the bleed box tells you what's in it, so we can probably have a look at that. Don't know which one of these I'm going to grab, but I'll just get whichever one. Okay. Calling started. Let's get down there. Pull the fish in. Not close enough. Ah, missed it. Haven't done this for a while, but let's see if... Oh, hello. I'm really struggling here. There we go. Let's get back into a flow of it. Be interested to see how much cod we actually get. Like I said, I don't necessarily think it makes much difference at the moment, but the fish habitat is looking to be the first pass of improving it in the next. Okay, that's done. That's what we've got. So if we go there, you can see it actually shows you the amount we've got. So no cod there. We'll send that down. Oh, that actually showed the animation there. That's pretty cool. And let's see, are they? Yep, there she is, gutting. I won't be coming down here every single time to watch them do it. I just want to see if they do the sorting as well. Oh, that fish is a bit strange. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just take one of them. So it doesn't tell you what its total is in here at the moment. And this guy's sorting out. The other thing I will say is I left them baiting me long lines for all 20 lines and it didn't glitch once, so that's certainly a problem that seems to have been solved. So it's good to see, and this all looks like it's working quite smoothly. Except he'll leave, and then when a fish now becomes available, he'll come back. I go over here, I believe. Yeah, I could help gut if I... Oh, hello. What's happened there? Oh. Hang on, I've got him. Oh, she's gutted it for me. Okay. I haven't gutted for a long time. I remember you have to press a key to actually get the fish to gut again. It's something I'll suss out at some point. But yeah. But the crew are working well, so I'm quite chuffed with that. So I think what I'll do next is we'll pick up another buoy, But this time, let the crew do it. Let the crew pick it up and see how they work with that. So we'll put fish long line haul in, and what we'll do is we won't select the. There was one where you production line transfer. We won't select that, and we'll just see if they do it automatically, because last time, even though it wasn't selected, they just did it automatically, which kind of defeat the point of even having that as an option. Just back the boat up onto this. Obviously, with this new stint, the boat doesn't seem to respond as well going in reverse, which again I suppose is completely accurate, but that used to be how you could really get onto these buoys quite easily. But still not too bad, only an 8 knot wind, so it's not too bad at all. Yep, so they're hauling. Fantastic. Yep, and she's automatically transferring it as well. The only good thing, just see, oh no, she's doing it. I was going to say it looked like they weren't taking a long way around. See, I'm thinking, are they going to miss that fish? But nope, she didn't miss it. Are they going to miss? Yeah, she's missing a couple now because she empties the box. What they should really be doing here is hooking it and putting it onto the a conveyor. Instead, she carries the fish across to the production. And gutting it again. Okay. There's another buoy around. Literally, there it is. The one good thing about having the crew doing that, I mean, obviously, if you're trying to eke every single profit out, you're probably better doing this all yourself. But that kind of makes sense. If you're going to put the effort in, you get rewarded more. But having the crew being able to do it, it does make it easier because you can just pick up, and then while they're hauling, you can start planning your route to the next line. So it actually becomes much more time efficient. And while they're gutting down below and sorting, I can be getting onto the next. I'm going to miss that. I can be getting on to visit the next buoy. Come on, let's get going backwards. Again, I don't want to. It's holding it here. Again, what I would like, ideally, is the. I mean, where is the person trying? I'll tell you what, they're down there gutting. That's what's happening. They're gutting and they're sorting and they're not coming out here. So, what I do is I'll start hauling that line myself. Come on. This seems a little bit more sensitive than than before. It seems less accurate. I used to be able to haul these all the time, and I'm absolutely missing these now. Don't know if it's because the boat's moving, but I never used to struggle with this. And that's the second one I've missed. Very strange. What the yeah. Oh, I've got that one. Ah, maybe she was doing something as well. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, so I'll do one more. What I'll do is I'll remove them from the long line hauling for a moment. I'm not sure what you could do about that if you had enough crew where one crew could do each job, whether or not you could prioritize. It's probably getting a little bit too complicated at that point, I'm guessing. But I'm not sure how you could do that where the crew could be storing, or if you've got hauling long line they will come up. But ideally what I'd like someone to do, if you set them to haul a long line, perhaps they should just automatically stand next to the hauler and not move until it's not a job anymore. And that's one way you could sort of prioritize that job. We'll do one more. I'll do a manual haul on this one. See if I can. I mean, I'm probably a little bit out of practice, but even so, that did seem a lot harder to haul those fish to get that line in. Right, that's hauling. Let's get down there. Okay, yep, got it. It might have been that the other character was trying to haul as well, and that's why it wasn't letting me grab it off the line. But yeah, I think that's what it was. This looks okay. Excuse me. I'm trying to see how much cod, if any, we've got. I'm not actually seeing a lot of cod coming in. Let's have a look. Cod small, cod medium, tons. Pollock small, kilograms. Redfish small, kilograms. But yeah, you've got tons for cod. So let's send that down. There it goes, and off the crew go. Good. Okay. I'll switch the interior lights, and I'll put the searchlight on. And I will just move the searchlight. Just to the side and down, because I'll just. That's what I'll be looking for, boys. I can see them at the moment, and the lights help as well, but that's where I'll be looking for them. Okay. There's actually a boy floating very close to me. There it is. Okay, what we'll do, let's just go forward. We'll come back to them. We'll pick up the two in front of us. Yeah, then we'll have to pick that one up. I've got a feeling that one to the slightly diagonal down on the left. Don't leave any stragglers behind. It's cloudy sky, which if it stays cloudy, I would expect the sky to be a lot darker And it has been. The skies looked quite light the last few times I've been out here. So just bring it in. And let's keep going. I think this is for cod. Strange that doesn't move. Sometimes they automatically move. Sometimes you have to actually select them to move, and they both go there. Redfish. Okay, brilliant. And what we got? Large cod. Good. Okay. There was a buoy very close by, just behind us. We'll go back to it. I mean, it's so much easier to see these buoys, but again, I want to think it's because the light's more effective, but at the moment I can actually see the buoy quite clearly as well. So I don't know if they've just made the sky lighter. Oh, hello, it just popped. I don't know if it made the sky much lighter, so it just makes everything easier to see. I guess we'll have to wait for a truly dark night if it appears again. Come on, get him back. There we go. I think I started hauling that one. We'll go and have a look. What I'll probably do again, as we do always, I will jump ahead at some point. Oh, just saved that one. To where we've hauled the fish, and then I'll head back to port and we'll just do the... Oh, why is that not... See, again, that's not working. I'll put it down to me being rusty. Okay, so I'll just skip ahead again a little bit, and we'll probably reconvene once we're in port and ready to sell the fish. So I'll see you back at Vost. So we've just arrived into Vost, and we're just gonna bring it into the berth. One thing I have noticed, just gonna, yeah, just want to make sure. Sometimes my recording just randomly stops. I just want to make sure it hasn't switched itself off, but it looks okay. So one thing I did notice is that there's nowhere to work out how many fish you've got. There's nothing in the inventory. You can't store the fish anymore. Obviously, if they're bringing quotas in, it's going to be important that you can keep a tally of what fish you actually are taking on board. So I'm hoping that's something they will sort out. Is that the fish? Oh, hello. Just trying to work Gary, that's for fishing. Yeah, fish unloading's there, so we're going to bring it in to there. You're going to have to again, we've only got a crane on board the actual boat, so I'll come out from there. So I figure I'm going to back it as far up as I can. Right, I'll have to turn the boat round, but I'm hoping I might be able to just come on, I barely touched that. I don't think that crane's going. I'm going to take it out. I think I've got to take it out, turn it round, bring it back frontwards. Don't want to take the chance. I could do with expanding that whole fishing area, unloading area, so that we can come in from either way. Okay, just nudge up as far as I can, try and get that crane alongside. Just a little bit further. Perfect. Okay, so let's unload and see what happens now. Last time we did have a bit of a problem because if a crew wandering around, it wouldn't always let you unload. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. Yep, that's fine. Now, just, I don't need to go down here, but there, so this is the first time you actually can see what fish you've stored in each box, which is great. You can see what each box has got, but obviously when you're out at sea, it's a little bit trickier. really what you should be able to do is hover over maybe these bins that were back in it. It kind of shows this information and changes it so that when you do have quotas, you can work out how close you get into your quota. So what we've got, cod. Okay. Now the other thing I will unload this stuff with the crane, but I just want to check because I'm not sure if it's actually strictly necessary, or you might be able to just unload without even having to unload, so to speak. Let's go and have a look. See what it does. So there's our fish. Okay, so yeah, we have no cargo area. Yeah, so we have no fish. Still have no fish. Okay, so yeah, you do have to unload it, which again, kind of makes sense, but just wanted to see if there was a shortcut there or not. Okay, let's go up onto the crane. I'll just go up this way, won't I? I don't think I can. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I have to come round this way. Take the long way. Okay, closer. Oh, I didn't want to climb down. I wanted to shut the hatch. Okay, crane on. Okay.
Well, sometimes you get the circle, but other times seems to be missing, so it's kind of hard to work out. Where I'm actually hooking on. Yeah, so that looks like it's actually there, but it's just not hooking on. Let's bring it up a little bit. There we go. Oh, person just ran into it. Okay, so it's only the 3 boxes, so we'll see if that's made us any, or how much it's made us. I don't know if they've actually I don't know if they've actually made any nerf into the pricing of the fish yet. But we'll see. Okay, let's exit the crane. We'll just go in see if we can seal the hatch. You can't always. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so that's sealed. Right, let's go and let's go and see what we've made for that little job. Okay, cargo area. Okay, so now we have got our fish. It tells you the weight. How do I actually sell it? Oh, there. Oh, it says sell fish, but oh, right click on it. So sell fish, 300,000, and sell fish again, 500,000. So we made about 1 million NOK there. Oh, you can move to a warehouse. I don't know why. I guess you wouldn't really store fish for a long period of time. But yeah, so it looks like I was about 129. I'm now 130. So it looks like I made about 3 million for that. So yeah, I guess it's okay. I mean, like I said, I only used in fairly small lines with 1,000 hooks, not with 2,500, and I only did one pass with it. I don't know what the capacity of the vessel is, whether or not I could have stayed out and done a little bit more. Certainly I can at the moment. But yeah, there you go. I must say I found the crew much more effective, less buggy this time. So they certainly seem to be a big improvement. They didn't glitch, they didn't have to reload the game once because the crew got stuck. One thing I did notice when I was gutting though is when I would select the fish to put on my gutting table, if I'm not quick enough, I would be pushed to the side and the NPC would gut the fish. When I came here and I managed to get the fish, it kind of bugged it out a little bit. So if you are gutting fish with the NPC, there's a slight risk it could glitch it a little bit. Obviously, I just removed them from gutting. It was fine. You could reassign them to gutting and they just start up again. So it's not a major bug. The other thing, really, yeah, the fish in my box, they should have this button back on the wall where you press it and it goes into storage, and then you can look at your inventory and then you can work out what fish you've got so far and what your quotas are like. But overall, that was quite enjoyable. It's nice to be back out fishing. Okay, well, I'll hopefully see you all again soon. As always, thank you for watching. If you want to leave any comments or any questions below, please feel free. I do read them all. Until then, Or until next time, take care of yourselves and have a good day. Bye.